Welcome to Senior Health Smart, your daily guide to heart health and smart aging. Your heart has worked for you every single day of your life, but now more than ever, it needs you to work for it. If you are over 60, your heart is not as resilient as it once was. Years of eating certain foods may have taken a quiet toll. You may not feel it right away, but deep inside, damage may already be building. High blood pressure, stiff arteries, reduced circulation, irregular heartbeat. These are not just words. They are warnings. And one of the easiest ways to fight back is to change what you eat. Every meal you take is either helping your heart or hurting it. In this video, we will explore 7 of the worst foods for your heart. Some may surprise you, some may already be part of your daily routine, but the truth is simple. When you know what to avoid, you gain the power to take control, to prevent heart attacks, to keep your arteries healthy, to protect your life. The first food to avoid is processed meat. This includes bacon, sausages, ham, hot dogs, and deli meats. These are the foods many people grow up loving. They are tasty, convenient, and often part of breakfast or sandwiches. But behind the flavor lies a hidden danger. Processed meats are full of saturated fat, salt, and chemical preservatives. These substances are known to raise blood pressure, damage arteries, and increase the risk of heart disease and stroke. The problem is not just the fat, it is the chemicals used to preserve and color the meat. Nitrates and nitrites may make the meat look fresh, but inside your body they can turn toxic. They trigger inflammation, a silent condition that slowly eats away at your artery walls. Inflammation makes it easier for plaque to build up, which narrows your arteries and blocks blood flow. For seniors with already sensitive blood vessels, this is a serious threat. Eating processed meat regularly can also lead to weight gain and increased cholesterol levels. Over time, this puts extra pressure on the heart, which may lead to irregular heartbeat or even heart failure. And it is not just about how often you eat it, but how long you have been eating it. Years of sandwiches with ham or sausage breakfast can add up silently and dangerously. So what should you eat instead? Fresh, lean meats like skinless chicken or turkey are much better options. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, offer heart-protecting omega-3 fatty acids. For plant-based alternatives, try lentils, beans, or tofu. These provide protein without the damage. By making the switch, you are not just changing a meal, you are saving your heart. The second food to avoid is sugary beverages. These include sodas, sweetened iced teas, flavored coffees, energy drinks, and even some fruit juices with added sugar. They often look harmless. They are cold, sweet, and convenient, but inside your body they cause a sudden spike in blood sugar, which sets off a dangerous chain reaction. When blood sugar rises quickly, the body produces more insulin to control it. Over time, this response wears out your cells, leading to insulin resistance and eventually type 2 diabetes. For your heart, this process is toxic. Insulin resistance damages blood vessels, increases blood pressure, and raises triglyceride levels in the blood. Triglycerides are a type of fat that builds up in the bloodstream, contributing to blocked arteries and raising the risk of heart attacks and strokes. The more sugary drinks you consume, the more stress you place on your cardiovascular system. Sugary drinks also promote weight gain, especially around the waistline, which is strongly linked to heart disease. As you get older, metabolism slows down and physical activity often decreases. This means sugary drinks become even more harmful because your body burns fewer calories and stores more fat. And for seniors with already limited circulation, this can accelerate heart problems faster than expected. So what should you drink instead? Water should be your first choice. If you want flavor, try adding lemon, cucumber, or mint to your water. Unsweetened herbal teas or vegetable juices are also excellent options. Even black coffee in moderation is far better than sugary alternatives. Making the switch may seem small, but for your heart, it is a big victory. The third food to avoid is trans fat. Trans fats are artificial fats created during industrial processing to increase shelf life and improve texture. You will often find them in packaged snacks, pastries, frozen pizza, coffee creamers, margarine, and fried fast foods. On the label, they may appear as partially hydrogenated oils. These fats are among the most dangerous substances you can eat for your heart. Trans fats raise bad cholesterol known as LDL, while lowering good cholesterol known as HDL. This imbalance directly increases the risk of clogged arteries, heart attacks, and strokes. But it does not stop there. Trans fats also promote inflammation in your blood vessels and increase resistance to insulin, which puts extra stress on your heart and entire cardiovascular system. Even small amounts of trans fats can be harmful, especially when consumed regularly over time. Seniors are particularly at risk because their arteries are already more fragile and their bodies recover more slowly from inflammation and damage. Sadly, many people continue eating foods with trans fats without realizing how much damage is building up inside. To protect your heart, avoid anything that lists partially hydrogenated oil in the ingredients. Be cautious with baked goods, chips, crackers, and microwave popcorn. When buying packaged food, always check the label carefully. Instead, choose snacks made with olive oil or avocado oil and look for zero trans fat labeling. Natural sources of fat from nuts, seeds, and fish are much safer and even beneficial for heart health. The fourth food to avoid is refined carbohydrates. Refined carbohydrates are found in white bread, white rice pastries, breakfast cereals, and most processed snack foods. These are carbohydrates that have been stripped of their fiber and nutrients. They digest quickly, causing a rapid spike in blood sugar, followed by a crash. This constant cycle of spikes and crashes increases insulin demand and promotes fat storage, especially around the abdomen. For heart health, this is a big problem. Just like sugary drinks, refined carbs increase triglycerides and lower good cholesterol. They also contribute to weight gain, high blood pressure, and chronic inflammation, all of which put extra pressure on your heart. Many seniors eat refined carbs daily without realizing how much they contribute to clogged arteries and irregular heartbeat. It is not just about the amount you eat, but how often. Eating white bread with every meal or snacking on crackers and cookies may seem harmless, but over months and years, it gradually damages your cardiovascular system. The lack of fiber also means your blood sugar has no buffer, making the heart work harder to maintain balance. The good news is you do not need to give up carbs completely. You just need to choose the right ones. Whole grains like oats, brown rice, quinoa, and whole wheat bread digest more slowly and provide steady energy. They also help reduce cholesterol, support better circulation, and give your heart the fiber it needs to stay strong. By swapping refined carbs for whole grains, you feed your heart instead of harming it. The fifth food to avoid is excessive salt. Salt is essential in small amounts, but too much of it can be dangerous, especially for your heart. Many seniors consume too much salt without even realizing it. It is not just about the salt you sprinkle on your food. Most salt comes from packaged meals, canned soups, frozen dinners, sauces, and snacks. Even foods that do not taste salty can be loaded with sodium. Excessive salt causes your body to retain water, which increases the volume of blood in your arteries. This leads to higher blood pressure and puts more strain on your heart. Over time, the added pressure can damage artery walls, make your heart work harder, and increase the risk of stroke, heart failure, and kidney problems. Seniors are especially vulnerable because their arteries are less flexible and their bodies are more sensitive to fluid changes. One of the most concerning effects of high salt intake is how it silently wears down your heart. You may not feel any symptoms at first, but slowly your heart becomes weaker. Swelling in the ankles, shortness of breath, or sudden fatigue may be early signs of salt-related heart stress. To reduce salt intake, read nutrition labels carefully. Avoid foods with more than 300 milligrams of sodium per serving. Choose low-sodium versions of soup, sauces, and snacks. Cook fresh meals at home using herbs, garlic, lemon, or pepper for flavor instead of salt. By doing this, you protect your heart from hidden stress and improve blood pressure naturally. The sixth food to avoid is fried foods. Fried chicken, fried fish, French fries, onion rings, and donuts may be tasty, but they are extremely harmful to your heart. These foods are typically cooked in oils that are high in unhealthy fats, especially when reused multiple times in restaurants or fast food chains. During frying, oils break down and form harmful compounds that damage your blood vessels. Fried foods are calorie-dense and full of trans fats, saturated fats, and oxidized oils. This combination increases bad cholesterol levels, encourages weight gain, and contributes to arterial plaque buildup. The more you eat fried foods, the harder your heart has to work to pump blood through narrowed arteries. For seniors, this stress on the heart is even more dangerous. As circulation slows and arteries stiffen, Fried foods can quickly lead to high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and reduced oxygen flow to the brain and organs. Some studies have found that people who regularly consume fried foods have a significantly higher risk of heart failure and early death from heart disease. Instead of frying, consider baking, steaming, or grilling. Use olive oil or avocado oil if you must cook with fat, and avoid reusing oil. Choose oven-baked sweet potatoes instead of French fries, or grilled fish instead of deep-fried fillets. These simple swaps reduce the burden on your heart and help maintain energy levels better throughout the day. The seventh food to avoid is processed desserts. Cakes, cookies, pies, ice cream, and packaged pastries are loaded with added sugars, unhealthy fats, and refined flour. These sweet treats might bring comfort or nostalgia, but they are a triple threat to your heart. They raise blood sugar, spike insulin levels, and promote fat accumulation, especially around the organs. Many store-bought desserts also contain trans fats, which are known to damage arteries and increase inflammation. On top of that, they are low in nutrients and high in empty calories. Eating these desserts regularly not only contributes to weight gain, but also leads to higher cholesterol levels and blood pressure. For seniors whose metabolism is already slower, the effects are even more pronounced. Another problem is how addictive processed desserts can be. The combination of sugar and fat activates pleasure centers in the brain, making it easy to crave them and hard to stop. Over time, this leads to daily habits that silently wear down heart function and circulation without noticeable symptoms until it is too late. To satisfy your sweet tooth in a heart-friendly way, try fresh fruits like berries or apple slices. You can also enjoy homemade desserts made with whole grain flour, less sugar, and healthy fats like olive oil or nut butter. Greek yogurt with cinnamon or dark chocolate in moderation can also be satisfying without harming your heart. Remember, you do not have to give up sweetness. You just need to choose it wisely. Your heart is with you every second of your life. It never rests. It never stops. And now is the time to return the favor. The foods we have talked about, processed meats, sugary drinks, trans fats, refined carbs, too much salt, fried foods, and processed desserts, may be part of your routine, but they do not have to be your future. By recognizing these silent threats and replacing them with heart-friendly choices, you give your body a second chance. A chance to repair, to strengthen, and to thrive. Every decision matters. The meals you choose, the snacks you reach for, the drinks you sip, all add up. And for seniors, even small improvements can make a powerful difference. You can lower your blood pressure, reduce your cholesterol, improve circulation, and even reduce the risk of stroke and heart attack. Not with medicine alone, but with food. Let your kitchen become your pharmacy. Let your plate become your plan. The best time to start caring for your heart was yesterday. The second best time is today.